Pride Month, and we just met Jennifer and Lauren, a couple whose love for each other inspired them to stay together and keep their family intact after Lauren revealed that she is transgender. Of course, every story is different. Another couple featured on the TLC docuseries Lost in Transition is Cindy and Troy, who now goes by the name Lucy. Watch.
He was like a breath of fresh air. I didn't realize that there was men out there that could be that kind and sweet. I knew that Troy was the man that I always hoped for. Last November, we had gone to Colorado, and on the way home, it started to snow, and I'm looking at these big flakes. I don't see a lot of snow. And he just started talking.
I just reached a point where I was tired of it. I'd sat back and kept silent for 40-something years, and I'm sick of it. She's got to know. And I just blurted it out.
I have to tell you that I've always wanted to be a girl. And just about knocked me through the roof. I had no idea. None.
I could see that I hurt her. And I mean deeply.
I screamed, like blood-curdling scream from the bottom of my being. We're still currently together because I guess it's...
We're still in love.
Yeah, we still love each other. But if he transitions to a woman, as far as us being like we are today, it's over. That part of our relationship would be over.
So I'm stuck.
Joining me now, Lucy and Cindy. Welcome to you both.
Thank you.
So, in case anyone is confused why Lucy is dressed male, you're not ready yet to present as female publicly, right? And we'll get to that piece of your journey a little bit later. But you spoke in that piece about giving Lucy the ultimatum. Like, if you go through with this, I'm out. Why?
I think at the time, my emotions were so high, and I was so taken off guard with all this that I just couldn't think about this man that I've loved all of a sudden being a woman. And I didn't understand where I would fit in her life. It was like, I want to be with a man, I don't want to be with a woman. And so it was just terrifying for me to think about where this might take us.
Right, what does this mean
for
me and my relationship?
Right, yeah.
Now, you say you've known since you were 3.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
What are the first memories you have of, making this realization?
Well, where I was growing up, in I think it was Colorado, we used to have in areas where boys and girls played separately. And I kept going towards the girls. And they said, well, no, you got to go over here because you're a boy. And I didn't understand what they were talking about because as I've, visualized myself, I just looked. Kids, or at least from what I understand, kids go by visualization, what they relate to by what they see. And I didn't feel or see myself. When you're at that age, that's when the children are asserting themselves. Mm-hmm. And these are memories that kind of got suppressed and hit midlife. They all started flooding out. I started remembering things, and that's what I remember was going towards the girl groups, playing over here.
How long would you say you've been actively living with the secret? Like, I know what I am, but I don't feel like I can tell.
Actively living, it's been my entire life. It's actually affected directions that I've gone in career, education, relationships, family. So
what made you announce it, right? You announced it in a rather shocking manner on the phone, like, I'm a girl. Yeah. Right? So what made you do it that way?
Well, I had done, I had been similar to Lauren. I went the uber masculine direction and reached a physical goal of working out and at a point where I was at my peak. And rather than being happy about it,
You mean like muscles and so on?
muscles, yeah. It was all at that point. It was physical, and it wasn't. It was career and everything. I had really emasculated myself and figured, okay, I've reached manhood, and I got depressed, and all of a sudden there was this bewilderment stage that bewilderment came out, and everything came out as far as being depressed, and it confused me. Why am I confused? Why am I depressed? I've always thought about transitioning, well, but when I finally discovered what transgender was, but it was all, I never connected the dot. I never connected that. And after doing some research on depression and anxiety, you know, people, the psychologists and everything I read said you had to peel back the layers to find out what was buried. But then I read a particular article that said it might not be buried. It might be something that's on the surface that you're not connecting. Mm-hmm. And that just nailed it. And I said, I can't go back to being depressed. I can't suppress this one anymore.
Not surprisingly, right? Because I know you say that you kind of broke the rules in delivering the news to Cindy that way. It wasn't exactly textbook gentle. No. You were angry. You felt lied to.
Yeah, I was very angry.
Did you feel that you'd been fraudulently induced into the relationship?
I did, because there was never, to me, there wasn't signs that he was anyway near a girl. I mean, we used to tease because Troy is really sweet and gentle and kind, and he had so many qualities that I haven't found in someone else. So we used to tease, and I would say, man, you're such a girl. I mean, he cooks better than me. He can, you know, all these things. And he tells me, well, you're such a dude, because the type of work I do, I work mainly with men, and I think I am a little that way. So it was kind of a joke between us for years that, you know, he was kind of the girl and I was kind of the dude. Mm-hmm. So it was...
Little did you know.
Little did I know that was actually what was going on.
So that's the question. Once the announcement was made, did Cindy follow through on her ultimatum, where they are today, and whether they plan on staying together after this break?
So you plan a life with somebody for over 10 years, and all of a sudden, you finally tell me your deep, dark secret. And I'm not supposed to be devastated? I'm not supposed to be concerned?
My mental health, my emotional well-being about this secret that I've kept for 42 years, it's all become about you.
We better stop right now.
You hijacked my mental health. You hijacked me being transgender.
It's not about you! Don't you get it?
That was Cindy and her partner Lucy, who had just revealed after 10 years together that, in fact, Lucy was a transgender woman on the docuseries Lost in Transition, which is currently airing on TLC. So did you know how much you had hurt her? Did you know how much it had affected her?
I did, absolutely knew, but it seems to be an inherent with being transgender that when you finally come out, you want to assert yourself. You don't want to make it about other people's emotions, yet it is. You're finally spent 50 years or however long not speaking about it, and you want people to make it about you. And so it was selfish. It was ridiculously selfish. And that's the thing about Cindy and I's relationship, how we can build these things. She calls me on stuff like that and pulls me out of that delusion of, you came out with somebody in your relationship. It does affect me. I'm going with you on this.
She's kind of saying, I'm doing the best I can.
Yeah.
But you said, Cindy, I know you said you just flushed our relationship down the toilet.
Yes, I did.
I mean, you thought it was over, but is it over?
No, it's not over.
So what changed your mind?
I guess through this whole process, and it is, they call it a journey. It's absolutely a journey of really digging deep into your emotions, remembering what it was that brought you together and kept you together, and And the truth of the matter is that Lucy is Troy to me. The person doesn't change inside. Their soul doesn't change inside. They're still the same person. And it was like every day that went by, and I guarantee you there was a lot of yelling, screaming, and fighting over this. But we got some therapy. We started doing other things. We did some research. And it made me, little by little, more comfortable with the fact that when you love somebody, you want them to be happy too. So it wasn't all about my happiness. It had to be about his happiness too.
Wow.
And so luckily, the relationship that Troy and I have, we were able to really sit and like, we looked at pictures of how he would want to look as a woman. And, you know, it was like, he made me and helped me be a part of that, which made me feel closer to him again.
Did you weigh in? Did you?
Oh, absolutely.
You look like a slut in that.
Yeah, I did. Absolutely.
The word came up a lot.
It did?
That's not going to happen.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
So can we talk about that, Lucy? Why are you presenting as male still? Because on the show, I know we saw you go out to a club, you know, presenting as female, and you felt uncomfortable.
Well, it's for me, it's a little bit more about getting Cindy and I together on it and perfecting a style where it's not going to be so shocking to others when I walk out.
But you did not like this picture of you. This was put together by a stylist. You didn't like that. Why?
Yeah, well, I definitely picked the wrong dress, and it looks like I'm falling over. Yeah. It looked good on the rack.
We have all been there. But what does it feel like to sit here, you know, presenting male, but being called Lucy? How is that for you?
Now, and you know, interesting enough, that was a big issue before, because I was asked that a lot. Now it's great because it really does come down to, and it's the journey. The process was it's a transgender process of I'm comfortable in my skin regardless of what I'm wearing. I would prefer to present as Lucy, but the bottom line is I can't change who's me.
You're figuring out what Lucy looks like.
Yeah, and that's more.
Like when you go to the restaurant, do you say, "Hi, I'm Lucy"?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Because that'll lead to a whole conversation you might not want to have.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah,
Right.
and that makes a difference, because if I am out in public dressed, I'm presenting as Lucy, and somebody says Troy, well, now all of a sudden, bam, it creates an emotional response out of others that could be detrimental.
Yeah, that's right.
You know,
we're getting there. I think as a society, we're getting there.
yeah, we are. Yeah, thanks to
Yeah.
shows like this. Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thank you guys for being here and telling your stories so much. Lost in Transition airs Sundays at 10, 9 Central on TLC. We'll be right back.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.